Well, hey guys, I just wanted to go through a quick little trade on the USDCHF, the Swiss franc. Um, it's it's the first time I'm using this new touch bracket, which I kind of like, primarily because it's basically with the longer expiration, it's got like a weekly expiration. It's essentially just like you're trading traditional, forex, uh, using, you know, like the lower part of the bracket can act as a stop loss, and the top can act as a take profit. Now, if we look at this trade, I highlighted the bracket here along with where I entered. And, I don't necessarily expect this thing to rally, 200 pips um, going into the end of the week, but, this is basically how I would have traded this on traditional spot Forex. You know, um, the potential reward is much greater than the risk, overall risk. The risk is in a perfect place that I would have put my stop loss um, in in a traditional forex trade. It's in a place where if it gets to, then I'm not comfortable staying in the trade. So it's acting as like a true natural stop loss. In this case, it just happened to be this was one of the touch brackets, and I plotted it really quick, and I said, yeah, let's try it. This is pretty good risk to reward potential. Like I said, I don't necessarily expect this thing to rally into the week. It just came down into some confluence. I was just looking for a quick pop. I hadn't traded these touch brackets. I did watch the videos on them just to kind of get a understanding of how they work and whatnot. But I thought this was a pretty good opportunity to put one on. So I went ahead and grabbed this touch bracket here. You can see where I entered at, right as price was coming down into the levels. You can see a little bit better on um, the 1 hour chart. Confluence wise, higher time frame, 61.8, coming back down into some previous resistance that has acted as support once before. And it was kind of at a channel bottom, all kind of intersecting right there. Went ahead and pulled the trigger as price was pretty much where the lows were, was where I got in, because I think this spread here, which I'm not a huge fan of, it's like 4 pips, which that's kind of a pretty big spread. Traditional forex brokers, USDCHF, I think their spread is sometimes less than a pip. 1 pip, difference. So 4 pips is a pretty wide spread, but that's Nadex for you. You have to expect that. It's they're trying to shift the odds into their favor. You know however however they can. But you know as far as I'm concerned, this is a winning trade. I do have some alerts set for potential targets up top, where I'm looking to potentially take some profit off, or just close this out, because this is just a one contract thing. I didn't, having never traded them before, and I actually entered right before the FOMC minutes announcement, so I wanted to just kind of do a low risk trade on this, just to kind of get used to these touch brackets and see how they work. And I thought I'd just record it real quick, the basic analysis behind it. So You know, nothing fancy, simple technical analysis. You know, starting on the daily chart, just kind of viewing where price is with respect to higher time frame levels. What, you know, are we trending? Are we, you know, ranging, whatever. You know, so I identified just it essentially in an uptrend as of right now. So we'll see where price takes us into the end of the week. Not really going to close it out. That's what this bottom touch bracket is. I'm comfortable with, you know, the amount that it's risking. I think it's, you know, maybe like 40 bucks, if that, some 30 something bucks. So I'm just gonna leave it and, you know, see. Like I said, I do have a couple of price level alerts set higher up where I'm looking to potentially close off the position if it rallies into the, you know, end of the week. So we will see. Hope this helps, and take care.